At Colorado trial, Trump calls expert witness who wrote infamous torture memo for Bush, I think, engage in insurrection, has a more restricted meaning than he supposes, Delahunty said. Under cross-examination by plaintiffs' attorneys, Delahunty acknowledged that the 14th Amendment had never been the primary focus of his scholarship, and that in preparing his report on the subject for the court, he had not done any original research to consult primary sources from the time period in which the amendment was ratified, while serving as a lawyer for United States Homeland Security Counsel in 2002, Delahunty was a co-author with attorney John Yoo of the so-called torture memos, legal opinions advising that detainees in the War on Terror were not entitled to protections under the Geneva Conventions. He is currently a fellow at the Claremont Institute, which has been described as an anti-democracy think tank, and a nerve center for the American right, under Trump. Among the many prominent Trump allies affiliated with the Claremont Institute is attorney John Eastman, a key architect of the former president's scheme to block congressional certification of the results of the 2020 election on January 6, 2021. Eastman has been indicted alongside Trump for an alleged conspiracy to overturn the election by prosecutors in Fulton County, Georgia. In addition to disputing the definition of engaging in insurrection, Delahunty also appeared to endorse an argument made by Trump supporters that Section 3's reference to officers of the United States does not include the president. What's your opinion on Professor Maglioca's conclusion that the phrase officer of the United States, as used in Section 3, includes the president and vice president of the United States? Gessler asked. I disagree with that conclusion, Delahunty answered. I looked into that question more, and I was persuaded that he was really wrong. I think that term is, in essence, a term of art and had a specialized meaning, but under questioning from Murray, Delahunty maintained that he took no position on the question, which he called disputed among scholars. Murray pointed to a commentary written by Delahunty for The Federalist, a conservative website, in August. In that article, Delahunty wrote of Section 3. Although it does not explicitly refer to presidents or presidential candidates, comparison with other constitutional texts referring to officers supports the interpretation that it applies to the presidency too. You wrote that article in August of this year, before you were hired by Donald Trump as a paid expert in this case, right? Asked Marie. Since the time you wrote that article in The Federalist, you've been paid about $60,000 by Donald Trump for your work in this case?